What's going on, Assassins? It's Dark Strider. A lot of you are asking about keys in the game. Obviously, keys are the currency that we use in-game in order to go and make purchases on the weeklies, the dailies, things like that. So there are a lot of people who are wondering why we don't have more opportunities to get keys. And I mean, I'm of the same mindset, honestly. I feel like there should be daily tasks. Maybe we don't get like 400 keys like we do during the weekly. Maybe we get 30 keys like you find laying around the entire map and whatnot. That would make things a little bit easier. But one of the main reasons that they're not just offering up keys left and right so that we're able to go and get all these items, and one of the other reasons that they're jacking prices on the items as far as keys go, is because they actually do want to entice you to spend money in the store. Now, in Valhalla, I told you guys it should not be rewarding bad behavior. The game is absolutely broken. Why would you go and pay all this money in order to basically reward them for giving you a broken game and, not fixing or following through on promises and whatnot? There are people, again, who will go and make those purchases regardless. They don't care. And it's not that they don't care. Number one, you can't gatekeep other people's money. What they want to do with their money is what they want to do. The whole reason that I was adamant about not spending money on any of the things in Valhalla was because I wanted to send a message to Ubisoft like, fix this. So aside from doing YouTube videos, which they watch and, they, kind of get offended by, and I know they watch them because every time I put out a video with a glitch, they fix it within 24 hours to a week. They want to actually make sales. That's the whole point of the microtransactions. They want to make those sales. It's a nice little way for them to get extra money. Is it predatory? Does it take advantage? In some cases, yes. But in a case like this, where Shadows is actually really good, I haven't found any glitches, any game-breaking problems or anything like that, nor has anybody else really. There was the key issue where the keys were disappearing and stuff like that. There was an issue where I couldn't open up a treasure chest or something like that, and then later on I could. In those cases, they were minor. Again, not super game-breaking, did not prevent you from playing the game or even completing it. Like in Valhalla, there are still people who cannot complete the game. It's that broken. Like, they cannot get a main quest, and the only solution is to go and start over. Now, that's all fine and good, but when you're at the end of the game and you're on the final boss, why in the hell would you go and start over? It's a slap in the face. To start all over, to get all your progress redone in the hopes that when you get to the end level that it works. This game, a lot of things are working, so I would have no problem with spending cash here. I prefer, especially because I know a lot of other people do not have money like that. We are in rough times. You don't have a lot of money to spend like that. So you prefer to wait until the weeklies, the dailies, see what they have, and make those purchases. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, the main reason that they do that is because they want to make those microtransactions. They want to make those purchases. Now, in order to do that, they will put that gear out, but they'll entice you into making those purchases. They're not just going to put those things out and make it absolutely affordable, make sure that you have the opportunity to get a ton of keys left and right so that you could just wait for the weeklies, the dailies, and get all the items very quickly. They're going to stretch it out. And again, I don't really see a problem with that. I know a lot of people do see problems with that. A lot of people are kind of upset. I do agree that there should be some sort of system where you get keys daily. I have a feeling that, you know, after about a year or so, depending on when they stop basically providing service for this game and they're on to the next game, that they'll do what they did in Odyssey, in which they lowered the prices of like everything, and then they gave you like an extra weekly so that that way you get like double the ore so that you could make purchases and whatnot. I'm pretty sure they'll do something like that. Same thing with opals. They did like lower certain prices on opals. They did make it so that you could get more opals. They gave us DLCs and you know, like a couple of extra areas for free, and there were opals there as well. So I'm picturing that they'll do something like that later on in the game's lifespan. But that's the whole reason why there's not an abundance of keys. You're either going to have to find them on the map, do the weeklies, and you know, get 400 keys now, especially if you've completed both of the projects, the Animus projects. And the other way of getting keys, that's pretty much it. You either got to find them on the map or you got to wait for the weeklies, which, I mean, that sucks, but, you know, that's basically the only ways to do it. Anyway, I do have maps where or videos where I show maps where you could find a bunch of the keys that are spread around the map. I have a third one that's going to be coming out soon. And hopefully, you know, you're able to get what you want. If you don't get what you want, just wait. They're going to rotate it, you know, every so often. Right now, there's not a lot of things that they have in the shop. So they are going to rotate a lot of the stuff. And a lot of us have already gotten some of the earlier items. That's why you don't see a lot of the earlier items rotated in. But little by little, they'll start rotating them in case you, like, missed it. So just be on the lookout for that. I really am not a fan of them doing all the pets and the decorations and stuff like that. That's not for me. That's not my thing. I know a lot of people do enjoy that, though. So good on you. And, you know, keep doing what you do. Keep, you know, making the hideout look good. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Yeah, yeet!